Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to Delta Rules. In today's video, we got more unusual options activities. Now, guys, remember, the information presented by Delta Rules is for educational purposes only. Trading stocks and options involve risks that are not suitable for all investors. Please make sure to always do your own due diligence. Now, guys, if you ended up on this video and you don't know anything about options trading or about how options work, I do have 3 courses down below that will teach you about options from top to bottom, as well as a video showing you how to set up a scanner on Thinkorswim for unusual options activities. Having said that, the first stock that we're going to be going into today is going to be LAC, and that is Lithium Americas Corporation. So as you guys could tell here, 46% of the call options that were purchased today were purchased at the ask price or above. And if you guys don't know, LAC is in the EV battery business. That is pretty much what they do. Coming down here to the option time and sales, we could actually tell that there was quite a bit of this September calls being purchased. Now, if we come up here, we could actually tell, was it the September's? Let me make sure. No, they were actually this short. They are the short-term dated options. So coming down here, we could actually tell that there's quite a bit of purchasing for the short-term dated options. And I'm not seeing too much of a buy in here. I'm just seeing more of an activity. This hasn't gotten options activities in a while. So this is definitely something I'm going to be looking at from here on further, simply because once again, they hadn't had this activity before. Looking at the chart, we can tell that they're starting to break out a little bit of a breakout out of this pattern that they have going on here, out of that resistance level that they have. So this is definitely something I'm looking at. That is the first one that I had for you guys. The second one that I had for you guys is going to be real, and that is, if I'm not mistaken, real. That is how you say that, the real incorporation or incorporate. So this is another one I'm looking at. As you guys could tell, 32% of the options that were, or the call options that were purchased today, were purchased at the ask price or above. I believe this is the one that has the, yes it is. So let's actually take a look at the option time and sales. We could tell that there's quite a bit of short-term options as well. It may not even be this one, it may be the next one. There is quite a bit of short-term options as well on this one. Coming down here, we could tell that this actually might have been buys to close. So they might have opened to close this, because as you guys could tell, it's not, they're not very expensive. Coming down here to the chart, we could tell that it took a beating today. Now it's at a very tough support that has been support for quite a bit. It has bounced back from there for quite a bit. As you guys could tell, it did it there, it did it here, did it here, did it here, did it here. It can keep going down. However, statistically, this is looking good. It is right at support. So this is definitely something I'm looking at. And I think this one is the actual one that has the calls for September. So if you guys look at this contracts for September, we could actually filter them out. If you come over here, you go over to the call section, and we go to the series, and that is the 17th of September. And we choose the, 17.5 calls. We could actually tell, let me actually just put it out of the way. We could actually tell that there's quite a bit of buying for those. Was that? I am so sorry. Those are 15 calls. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I apologize. Give me 1 second. There we go. Okay, so those are 15 calls. So you guys could tell that there's quite a bit of buying. If you actually look at them good, we could see 74. They batted right at the ask. The ask was 75. If we keep looking down, we can see that there's more purchasing for these options. So this is one I am definitely looking at, and I do feel like there's quite a bit of people getting out of the short-term options because they most likely got clapped. I mean, that was really bad right there. So this is definitely something I'm looking at, especially for this September options. They're not too cheap. However, they're not too expensive as well. This is a stock that could actually move. Volatility is quite low, and it is on the resistance. The resistance levels are on the oversold side. So this is just something I'm looking at. I really like the price. However, I may wait for it a little bit, simply because it had that big drop today. It might have actually increased these prices. So I may wait for that, but that is the second one I'm looking at today. The third one that I actually have for you guys is Norton LifeLock, and they actually just acquired oh man, who was it? They acquired Avast. They just acquired Avast, which is another another antivirus software. I believe that is pretty much what they do. They're an antivirus software, but Norton LifeLock is in the business of providing security, storage, and system management solutions. They just acquired Avast, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it hurt me because I had seen this coming. I had seen it for a couple of days that there was unusual options activities on Norton LifeLock. The problem is I saw it kept going down, and I didn't want to be too early on this. And unfortunately, today after market, it looks like they went through with the deal. So they are up after market. However, they're not as up as I would have figured they would have been with with this announcement. I mean, they're cutting down competition. So this is definitely something I'm looking at. Coming down here to the option time and sales, we could actually tell. Let me actually move this filters out. We could actually tell that there was quite a bit of buying, and they're small contracts at the end of the day. However, there is quite a bit of buying for this 25 calls for August. So this is definitely something I'm looking at. I believe there are like $1.25 up after hours, if I'm not mistaken. I believe there will be a continuation. Norton LifeLock is pretty much eliminating the competition, and that is pretty much what I'm seeing here. This will not be the end of it. As far as that move that it made after hours, I really don't think so. But that is pretty much what I had for you guys. I really appreciate everybody that has been liking, subscribing. I really love you guys. Stay safe.